necessarily process strongly yet, but not too much to the point that it's going to look like the other social media platforms.
So in redesigning the homepage, we focused on keeping the user on the homepage and making them stay there longer and watch more videos. And how are we going to do that? We're going to make that homepage customizable and personal. So the first change that you will notice here is in the display of content. We've reduced the number of videos, which keeps the page simpler, cleaner, and less overwhelming. In addition, we will offer a customizable feature in which each user has the option of choosing which categories they put on their homepage. This connectivity with the interface leaves the user feeling more engaged with YouTube. The second change that we've offered is a simple feature of adjusting the background and customizing what is behind all of those categories. Now, while retaining YouTube's essential aesthetic elements that we love and adore, this option of customization gives the user a sense of comfort and feeling that they've created their homepage. Now, the third and significant change is the addition of the platform of Twitter onto the YouTube website. Now, Twitter already, in harnessing the social networking capabilities of Twitter, more YouTube videos will be watched by a larger range of people. So what you see here on the right is a feed of the trending hashtags from Twitter, and to the right of that would be links to relevant YouTube videos. Now imagine the possibilities of this. Twitter, already a powerful news source, along with the captivating video visuals that YouTube provides, on one space where the user can then choose and be updated and informed on what's going on, either in video or non-video form. The other addition is the personal network, which offers a smaller, privatized circle of people, of friends, followers, or fellow YouTube users, in which you can share videos, share viewing history, and even tag your friends in videos to promote viewership. The other option within that Twitter page is the more personalized feed, where you see the videos and the content that is being watched by the people that you follow.
So back to this trending section really quickly. What we noticed was that Twitter or YouTube already has a great news section, and essentially what this trending would do is kind of combine that news section of videos and allow the user to get like a little more like a couple articles, and essentially just have a more premium experience. So onto the premium experience, Jake touched on a little bit, the personal network. With adding Twitter, it could get a little bit excessive. You know, like you have all of your followers' videos right here, and you know, you'd be able to hide that or go to the trending. But with the personal network, it would allow a bit more premium experience, where you could kind of tailor what comes up, like with the most trusted accounts that you follow on Twitter, and just knowing that you know, that's going to be closest to your interests. And so what we kind of were imagining was that we're going to keep the recommended section, but we think that the personal network would be a little bit better than just an algorithmic guess of what you'd watch next. The next thing would be the thumbnail preview. So you've seen this on a lot of sites, for example, Netflix on your computer, where you scroll over a video and it comes up a little bit bigger. And essentially what this would do, it would give you a few more like thumbnails, I guess, kind of taking you through the video just quickly. And what that would do is allow a bit more of a premium experience. So what many complaints about YouTube are that, you know, you click on something and you don't know what you're going to get. A lot of times, like the content can not be premium. So with this little preview, it allows you to kind of review the content before you actually click on it, which should make it a bit more premium. Yes, and so finally here we took this, the drop-down menu, and we basically, so just to make your whole homepage customizable, so you could take any of those things, my subscriptions, recommended, personal network, popular, watch later, or history, because who knows if you want to watch like something in the past, and put it right on here. Finally, By incorporating some of Twitter's social media elements into the YouTube platform, we hope to make there a stronger sense of community, a more organized homepage, and this will inevitably drive up watch time on the site. And with this new configuration, YouTube will not only be taken more seriously, but will become the go-to platform for media advertisers. Thank you.
Victoria, questions? That were in front of me.
Sure. I know that there are a lot of social media platforms that are becoming much more popular than Twitter. So my question is just, would you be able to adjust this depending on your social media platform of choice to have whatever integration you wanted? If I'm more Instagram leaning or if I'm more Snapchat leaning, I could just make that adjustment.
I think that's a great idea. We, in our design, we focus primarily on Twitter. I think more for simplicity to get the idea across of combining multiple platforms. But I think what you propose is excellent and could be extended beyond Twitter to, as you said, Instagram or Snapchat, or as you choose.
Yeah, let me chime in. We also heard a little bit of that Twitter and YouTube's relations were improving, and so we kind of thought about that as an option.
How about
Over to you, Blair.
Yeah, how about in mobile? So I saw what you guys did with the redesign of the homepage and the desktop. It's easy for me to imagine the direction you might go, but I'm just curious if you guys could speak a little bit to the mobile screen and what that might look like.
So obviously I think the mobile screen, you're smaller, you're going to get a thinner screen. But with this drop down here, I believe that it would just be simple to kind of get what you're, like, personalize exactly what you see on the mobile screen. So like if you want to look at who you're subscribed to, the recommended videos, personal overview, you all kind of have it there.
So the prioritize, it would basically
Yeah.
put at the top what you put at the top in your
Yes.
customized.
Yes.
And in addition, sorry, I'm going to jump in
Yeah,
there, is that we've spoken to some people who use Twitter a lot for news source, and if there is a video on the mobile app of Twitter, you don't watch the video embedded, it pops up to a different screen, which can be kind of frustrating, and even then, sometimes you can't watch the video and then you have to jump to YouTube.
Yeah.
So there's like 3 different steps to actually get to the video.
Right.
And with this partnership, what would allow is you to actually watch that video on that mobile site, and vice versa on the YouTube site.
Yeah, you're then just harnessing all the Twitter users as well to get views on YouTube.
Yeah, that helps them too. So really, that's great, guys. Thank you.
Just to be clear, I guess now you can see everything from here. It's okay.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Blair, Eugene, Victoria. My name is Izzy.
Ascension. And I'm Daniel. As I'm sure it is for you guys, advertisement's a big part of my life. See when I'm going down the road, get ads in my email, get ads in my headphones when I'm way in the woods. I don't really have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with are irrelevant ads that don't have anything to do with my life or my interests. I think I'm a pretty multi-dimensional individual, but according to the ads that I get on YouTube, I'm some kind of makeup enthusiast who's looking to trade in my old Toyota while both trying to mingle with Christians in my area and find a cheap divorce lawyer. Ads like these don't just make me concerned for the future of my love life. They make me feel like I'm wasting my time. And more importantly, they make me feel like YouTube doesn't care that my time's being wasted.
So why are users wasting time watching ads that really aren't that relevant to them? And more importantly, why are advertisers wasting time, money, and resources on ads that might not reach the audience they want? Isn't there a simpler way that both sides can benefit? After a talk I had with Susan Schieferfer, I realized that it's the content that drives these viewers. So why not match the content of videos with the content of advertising? Our solution is simple. What types of ads do you want to see? Users will simply fill out a survey where they outline their interests and things that they might be looking to buy. So they'll select from a bunch of categories. These ad categories could be beauty, health, sports, entertainment. Once they choose these 5, they will rank them on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being the most important to them and 5 being the least important to them. This information will be stored in their account, and they'll be able to change it at any time. This information is also going to help determine which ads the viewer will have to view and which ads they will be able to skip. So, to help demonstrate our idea, we do have a few scenarios.
If you're like me, you don't have a specific type of video you watch on YouTube. You sort of just go with the state of mind you're at when you go onto YouTube. Sometimes I feel like laughing, so I go to YouTube and watch comic videos. Sometimes I want to listen to music. Sometimes I feel inspired about a certain topic, so I go onto YouTube and watch TED Talk. But one thing that is constant is that I really do not like seeing the relevant ads when I'm watching my videos. Like ads for things that I know I will never buy for my entire life. Like ads for skiing equipment. I will never buy any skiing equipment, especially when I remember that terrible experience I had once trying to ski.
So a solution for someone like Asetu would look something like this. She would fill out the survey, and she might identify things like entertainment, music, and TED Talks as amongst her top ad interests. And she might rank things like beauty and travel as something not as important. These ads would be non-skippable, and the travel and beauty ads would be skippable for her after 5 seconds.
I love to skate. If I'm not at school or at work, you can catch me on the go on my board. And I love skating on the streets or at the skate park, so I love being out. I love being out and skating, and I love looking up new videos on YouTube to learn new tricks from professionals, amateurs, even dogs on skateboards. They give me great tips. But when I'm on YouTube and I'm trying to quickly learn these tricks, ads keep popping up and they get in the way of my learning. Although when I'm at home and I'm watching music videos or news about the economy, I don't really mind ads so much then. So what kind of YouTube experience can be tailored for me?
So our plan also gives a solution for someone like Asetu. Because he spends the majority of his time watching one type of video, in this case skate videos, we want to give him the option to have that experience completely ad-free. So we propose that he watches more types of ads when he isn't watching those skate videos. So this is what his survey might look like. He instead ranks his top 10 ad interests currently. Of these, 6 of them are not skippable, whereas 4 of them would be skippable after 30 seconds if they were to appear. So if he's at home, chilling out, on the commute, watching these music videos, watching these news clips, this is when the majority of those ads will pop up. However, when he's out in the skate park trying to perfect that new trick, he'll be able to watch those videos ad-free.
Finally, there are people like my parents, users like my parents, more specifically like my dad. Every time I call home, it's kind of the same conversation. With my mom, it's always, yeah, it's cold there in Vermont. Are you wearing socks? You don't have any socks. I'm gonna send you socks. With my dad, it's always the link to the latest YouTube video.